striving to create and develop a unique and magnificent cuisine. That dedication still seen today as the techniques and flavours developed hundreds of years ago are still in use.
I love real fire. I love cooking on charcoal. So everything about it, it's just in my DNA.
Chef Soma Sivrioglu honed his taste buds on the best food in Istanbul and along the Turkish Aegean coast. He came to Australia to study, work in hospitality, and later opened the acclaimed Effendi restaurant in Sydney's Balmain.
It's an art form in Turkey, how to make kebabs. They will start when they're like 10 or 12 years old, and they will raise to the ranks of kebab master.
Take me on a tour through Turkey with some of the flavours here.
Definitely. This one is our chicken kebab. This one is more of Central Anatolia because I love using yogurt and capsicum salsa. We have lamb skewers marinated with oregano, olive oil, and garlic. This is one of my favorite ones. It comes from the Gaziantep region. It's the eggplant kebab. This one is more what we call shish köfte. I used to love it when I was a kid because there isn't that much spices in it.
And this is interesting. Is this a sausage?
This is sucuk, the spicy Turkish sausage.
Of course.
You can have a spicy version of a milder version.
And the presentation, yes.
Thank you.
And this?
And this is the Adana kebab, the most famous kebab that comes out of Turkey. First, we put the lamb shoulder, and the secret ingredient to that is the tail fat. So it's a pure fat that melts around 70 degrees, which is great for barbecuing, and a bit of capsicum. We might add some more bit later. And all we do is just doing the chopping motion.
And we have to remark about the device that you use.
I guess that is the other secret to make a good kebab. You need to have a zir. You cannot make a kebab from a mince. So it should be really small chopped pieces as opposed to mince meat that goes through a mincer.
Gee.
I mean, I can do it much faster than that.
Ah, there you go. You're back in Turkey somewhere.
I'm just fighting for my job now at a kebab shop. It brings back memories. That's smoked paprika. It gives a nice smoky flavor to it. And then we're gonna do the salt. And normally you would rest this for at least 3-4 hours.
I'm always amazed how you can get meat to stay on these big skewers.
Yeah, I mean, the quality of the skewers is very important. Just have one and see how heavy it is.
Oh, it is heavy.
So it's not those cheap aluminum ones. It needs to be thick steel that you need to use in this.
And that cooks it from the inside.
It cooks
as well.
it from inside and it holds it when it's heavy, it holds it. And I make the entrance from the side.
Ah.
You gotta make sure your hands are wet all the time, so always have a bit of water with you.
So tell me what your hand's doing as you go down.
What I'm doing is I'm giving it an indentation, so it's a bit like playing guitar. I'm just hitting the right chords to make sure that there are concaves enough, so it's easy for the fat to get out of the meat.
How interesting. And how long do you think it takes you to master this? Could someone watching this do it?
Lifetime, no, lifetime.
A lifetime?
To be a kebab master, you need a long time to learn how to do it properly. You can only cook kebabs when the heat is coming down and when the coals are turning a bit more to embers. So when I do the barbecue, I always have my strategic points. That one is quite hot, and this one is quite warm, this area. So I take all the ones that are, cooking a bit too fast onto that side.
Soma, tell me for you the moment when the fat comes and hits the coals. Is that a magic?
It is, and that's how it flavors it, It just drips out and it gets smoked and you get the flavor back into it. Let's go. But that kebab looks
Oh, look at that kebab. This really is artwork, isn't it? It's beautiful. It smells amazing. Divine. So, Soma, how do you serve this?
We mix some red onions with lots of sumac and parsley, bit of salt. Then I love it when you massage it with the sumac and the red onions. The flavors combine a lot better. Just like a nice lavash bread. We use a lot of onions. Put your kebab in, hold it tight, pull it. That's it, simple as that. So we don't put anything else apart from a very simple salad.
Really keen to taste this. That is fantastic, Soma.
Thank you,
It's
ma'am.
juicy, smoky, and the flavour, there's a moistness, the tail fat. What sort of flavour would you say?
It's almost like having butter without using any butter in the kebab.
It is delicious.
Thank you.
Fantastic. We have so much to thank Turkey for.
Thank you, ma'am.